welcome back to another episode of Rise of Nations. Looking back at the stats, this has been getting quite a lot of views, which I am actually quite surprised with. So thanks for checking it out. So this will be episode 2. So what we're going to do today is I want to try and finish, I want to get through this one and that one. See if we can finish these two. And then we'll do this one here, but this may take a little bit longer. It could be a long video, this one, so I will be editing out a few parts of the video. So we will start with Henry VIII. So let's go to it.
In 1509, following a century of turmoil, England has stabilized under the rule of the legendary King Henry VIII. During his 38-year reign, he will marry 6 times, break with the Catholic Church, and fight several wars. Early in Henry's reign, the King of Scotland invades England. To secure his throne, Henry must master the rapidly changing nature of warfare while effectively running his country.
Okay, so there's a little bit about Henry VIII, so let's get going.
The Scottish, led by King James IV, have invaded northern England and captured a number of strongholds. The English army is marching north to face them, but for the time being, English citizens must fend for themselves. We must defend against the Scottish raids and prevent Winchester from falling under the rule of King James. Protect your citizens or they'll be killed by the Scottish. We don't have any military units nearby and don't have time to train any, so we'll have to sound the alarm, which will bring our citizens to safety within the city. Now select the alarm button in the lower left panel. Good job. Citizens near the city will run to the nearest city, fort, or tower for safety. The citizens in hiding will fire arrows at their attackers. The Scots have had enough and are retreating. I think we are safe for a while, so we can send our citizens back to work. Select the All Clear button to send your citizens back to work. Good job. Now your citizens will return to where they worked before you sounded the alarm. The king knows of our situation, and we've been assured that reinforcements are coming. We must continue gathering resources while we wait for protection to arrive. We need to replace the woodcutters' camp that was destroyed in the raid. On the right side of our nation, there is a large forest far from Scottish eyes. Unfortunately, we can't establish a woodcutters' camp there because the forest is beyond our national borders, which is indicated by the red line. A nation cannot build outside its borders, so we will need to extend our borders. One of the best ways to increase your territory is by building new cities. Let's try to build one near the woods. Select one of your citizens. Select the Buildings button. You can see that the Build City option is grayed out. Some buildings require certain technologies before they can be built. If you move the mouse over the Build City button and read the help text, it states that building a city requires researching civics at the library. So let's go to the library and research civics. Research the first blue civics technology, city-state, at the library. Excellent work. With each blue civics technology you research, you can add an additional city to your nation. Now build a city near the forest on the right side of your nation.
Okay, so when I ever build a city, what I do is I try and build it as close to that line as possible. So what we'll do is we'll probably go about there. Now that should push that border out to be around about out here.
City is complete. our territory and we can build a woodcutter's camp. Build a woodcutter's camp near the forest. Try to find a spot where 8 or 9 citizens can work. Fill the woodcutters camp with workers. One quick way to assign new citizens to the woodcutters camp is to give the city a rally point. A rally point directs units to go to a specific location when they are built. Select your new city. Now select the rally point button in the city's interface. Now left click on your woodcutters camp to set. Good. Now all the citizens created at the city will go to work at the woodcutters camp. If you create more citizens than there are openings, they'll move near the camp and wait for your command. Now create enough citizens at your new city to fill the woodcutters camp to capacity. Remember to move your mouse over your woodcutters camp to see how many you need.
Okay, so as you can see there, we need 3, 6, 7. So we'll go to here and create 7 citizens. So 1, 2, 3.
You can also use rally points on military buildings to have your newly created units gather near a strategic location. Our reinforcements have just arrived. We are saved from the Scots. The general claims there is no mistake. This is the entire reinforcement. These Javelineers and a few light cavalry are all the English command could spare to send us. These outdated units won't be much good against the Scottish hordes. We'll need to advance our nation to the Gunpowder Age or our forces will be crushed by the Scottish army. We need to start gathering knowledge to advance to the Gunpowder Age. Knowledge is gathered by building universities and filling them up with scholars. So first, select a citizen and build a university. Universities generate some knowledge on their own, but need scholars to be fully effective. Select your university. We have just enough wealth to fill up the university with scholars. Build 7 scholars at the university. When a scholar is complete, they appear within the university. Each scholar in a university adds to your knowledge gathering rate. We filled our university to capacity, and we will gather enough knowledge soon to advance to the Gunpowder Age. However, we spent all our wealth on scholars. We need to start gathering more wealth to refill our coffers. You gain wealth by establishing trade routes with caravans between your cities. To build caravans, we need to first build a market. Build a market. Select your market. You can build caravans and merchants at the market. We want to create a caravan. When caravans are created, they're idle for a moment. They then find an available open route between cities and start to establish a trade route. With sufficient commerce research, a trade route can be established between any 2 cities. We currently have 2 cities, thus we only need 1 caravan to generate wealth from the trade route. If you want to generate more wealth, build more cities and caravans to travel between them. While we're waiting for the caravan to generate more wealth for us, we can start looking at other rare resources on the map. Besides the common resources of food, timber, metal, wealth, and knowledge, there are rare resources that we can also control. This is spice, a rare resource. Move your mouse over the spice for help text. The help text says that we get a bonus for caravan income. This will help us generate even more wealth. We need to build a merchant to take advantage of the spice. We need to build a merchant to take advantage of the spice. Build a merchant at the market. Good job. Select your merchant right-click the spice so your merchant can gather this rare resource. Units can automatically travel across water if you have a dock and 2 commerce technologies researched at your library. We have the needed requirements, so your merchant will pack itself into a boat and move across the water. Merchant has set up shop and is now gathering spice for your nation. You have established wealth income by making a trade route between cities and received a bonus by sending a merchant to gather the rare resource spice. Good job. While we've been setting up our trade routes to gather wealth, our scholars have generated enough knowledge to upgrade to the gunpowder age. To advance in age, we need to do research at the library. Select your library. The top row of buttons in the library record your nation's progress through the ages. We're currently in the medieval age, and we want to advance to the gunpowder age. Congratulations! Our nation has advanced from the medieval age to the gunpowder age. Among other advantages, advancing in age allows your units to be upgraded. Also notice that your buildings have changed their appearance to reflect your nation's new status. Select your barracks. The top row of units are ones currently available. Below each unit is its upgrade. Below the elite Javelinier is its upgrade, Arquebusier. Now let's upgrade our Javelineers to modern units before King James attacks. Select the Arquebusier upgrade to start researching this new unit type. Note that all of your Javelineers are now Arquebusiers. Whenever you research a unit upgrade, all of your old units will automatically upgrade to the new type. Remember to sound your alarm when the Scottish attack, so your citizens will run to safety and fire guns at the attackers.
Just hope there's enough men to kill them all. Should be. As you can see, they're a bit yellow there. That means their health is going down, and when they go red, like this one, they're about to die, so he's about to die in very shortly.
Congratulations! We have defeated the Scottish attack and survived against all odds.
Okay, we have completed that tutorial. So we can go back to the main screen, and what you can see is King Henry VIII is now, actually Henry VIII has been ticked. Okay, so we'll do this one, Battle of Britain.
The First World War has left Europe decimated and bankrupt. In Germany, domestic upheavals trigger the rise of extreme nationalism, and the German war machine is rebuilt. When it becomes clear that Germany cannot be thwarted by diplomacy, a reluctant Britain declares war along with its ally, France. For the second time in a quarter century, a world war erupts, one that is destined to be more terrible than the first.
Okay, so there's a little bit about Battle of Britain. So this is the last tutorial. So we'll get going on it.
After years of giving in to German demands, it is clear to England that their policy of appeasement has failed. Germany has invaded Poland and declared war on the free world. England can no longer watch passively while the free countries of Europe are conquered. We must declare war on the Germans and establish an alliance with the French. Click the diplomacy button in the bottom right corner of the screen. This is the diplomacy window. Each of our neighboring nations has a stance icon that represents our relationship with them. We are at peace with all our neighbors, as shown by the dove icon. Click the dove icon next to Germany to declare war on that nation. It costs wealth to start a war. Go ahead and pay the cost. Now we have declared war on the Germans, and the icon is changed from a dove to a sword to represent that. We need to set up an alliance with France. Select Premier Paul Renault to open up the negotiation window with France. Good. This is where we can make deals with the French. We want to form an alliance with France. Click on the Ally checkbox with the two hands shaking to indicate that you want to propose an alliance. After you have set the options you want, you can propose the offer to the other party. Click the Propose button to propose the alliance to France. The French have indicated they need food in return for an alliance. In the top left corner of the window is the interface to offer and demand resources during a negotiation. The buttons on the left will demand 100 resources. The buttons on the right will offer 100 resources. Click 5 times on the Food Offer button to give the French 500 food. Press the Propose button again to submit the new proposal. We have successfully negotiated an alliance with the French. Now we must put our agreement into action. Close the diplomacy window. Now we have an alliance with the French. Among other advantages, alliances allow their members to share line of sight. Members of an alliance can move into each other's territory without penalty and can set trade routes between our cities. The German attack on Paris is imminent. The French desperately need our help, so we will send reinforcements. Our troops are in place near Dover for the fight. To increase the effectiveness of our units, we should have a general nearby. Generals are created in fortifications, like the redoubt. Create a general at your redoubt. Generals have a number of special abilities that are useful in combat. They also automatically enhance the fighting ability of nearby units. We are to move our forces across the English Channel and rendezvous with a French armored car near the coast. Select all of your military. Now right-click the flag near the French armored car to have your units move across the English Channel. Your army has moved to the rendezvous point. We need to get into position for the German attack. The French force has gathered on the primary road to Paris in an effort to hold back the main assault. The French have requested that we position the English forces to guard Calais on the northern coast. We need to position our troops to defend Calais. Move them to the flag below the city. Your units may be more effective in formation. To set a formation, press and hold the right mouse button and move the mouse in the direction you want your units to face. A line indicates the direction. Move the mouse to position your troops and then release the right mouse button to move your units into that formation. We are now in position to defend Calais. We can use one of the general's special abilities to help our troops fight even better. We want to get a closer look at the general. so left-click on him to select him alone. The general has a number of abilities that he can use. Each of these abilities affect ground units nearby. Select the general's entrench ability. It takes some time for the general to entrench nearby units. Look at the bottom right of the screen and you'll see the progress. Generals use craft to perform their special abilities. The amount of craft is displayed by the blue bar near the general's health bar and in the bottom right corner of the screen. The troops around your general are now entrenched. As long as they don't move, they take less damage in battle. Giving them a move order cancels the entrenchments. The Germans have arrived. The French were not prepared to deal with the German tanks, and their army is getting torn apart. Now the Germans have sent a force to capture Calais. Well, fine. We fared better than the French because we were entrenched and had anti-tank weaponry to fend off the German panzers. Although we have beaten off the first German attack, the French have been routed and Paris will soon fall. We must save our army and return to England. We need to quickly retreat to the coast and cross the channel back to England. Select all of your military. The general has an ability that can help speed our retreat. Select the Forced March ability. Now right-click near Dunkirk to move your army. The general's Forced March ability increases the speed of nearby units. Made it safely to the coast, but the Germans are sending their forces to destroy us before our escape. Select your entire army and move them back to Dover. The British forces have been saved by cunning and bravery, but our time for bravery has not yet ended. The battle for France has been lost, and the battle for Britain is about to begin. This will be a battle of air power. Germany must be stopped here. The Germans will need to destroy our fortifications along the coast before they can move their ground forces across the channel to attack. To do this, they'll need to establish air superiority over southern England and wipe out our installations with bombers. Our course of action is clear. We need to build air bases and fighter planes to defend against the impending German air attack. To build air bases and airplanes, we will need to start accumulating oil. Oil can be found beginning in the Industrial Age. To start gathering oil, we need to build oil wells over these oil deposits. Have your citizens build an oil well over each of the 3 oil deposits.
Also, a little note on this part, if you select a citizen like that and you go oil well, it'll actually find the closest oil spot. So if I go there and go, see, it'll advance me to the next available oil spot. But we don't want them in, we want this one. There we go.
Each well supplies oil, but we can generate even more by constructing an enhancement building, the oil refinery. Food, timber, and metal resources each have an enhancement building that increases the production of that resource. Build enhancement buildings when you want to improve your production rate. Build an oil refinery near London to increase our oil production. Good. Now notice that our oil production has substantially increased. We now have enough oil production to start creating air bases and airplanes. The Germans will most likely attack our fortifications near Dover, so we need to set up our air bases so they can easily protect this area. Have your citizens build 2 air bases near Dover. Now that we have some air bases, we can create fighters and bombers. Select one of your air bases. 2 kinds of airplanes can be created at an air base: fighters and bombers. Bombers are effective against buildings. Fighters are best at destroying other air units and ground troops. Since the Germans will send bombers to attack our cities and airfields, we need to create fighters for defense. Build 1 fighter at this airbase. When created, airplanes remain in the airbase until you send them on a mission. The fighter you have created is shown in the bottom right corner and is ready to go. Select the fighter on the right side of the screen. The bottom left panel shows the actions available to the fighter. Select the Air Mission button. Left-click near the flag in the English Channel to set Watch your fighter as it flies off to patrol the area. Patrolling fighters will fly between their airbase and patrolling point and attack any unit that comes into range. Airplanes have a limited amount of fuel, shown by the blue bar over the fighter's health. When an aircraft's fuel is depleted, they will fly directly back to their home airbase to refuel. After your fighter lands, it will take some time to rearm and refuel from the journey. Then it will head out to patrol again. Some fighter planes from northern England have arrived to help us in our battle against the Germans. These reinforcements will help, but we still need more defenders. Fill both air bases with 10 fighters. Is ready for action. All your fighters should patrol near the coast of Dover so we can defend against the German air attack. Select all your fighters in each airbase and give them an air mission to patrol near Dover. Excellent. We are now ready for the German attack. Germans are here. It's up to our Air Force now. The German air invasion has been stopped. England has been saved. Now we can start a bombing campaign of our own. We need to destroy the German air bases along the coast of France so that Germany won't be able to send any more attacks our way. Build another air base near Dover. Now create 10 Lancaster bombers to prepare for the attack. Good. Now select your Lancaster bombers. One quick way to assign airplanes to perform an air mission is by right-clicking a target. Right-click the airbase to send your Lancaster bombers in to destroy it. When you select air mission and designate a unit or building, planes will fly directly to the target and attack. Excellent work. We have defeated the Germans in the Battle of Britain. The liberation of Europe will be difficult, but I'm sure we will prevail.
Okay, we have just finished the Battle of Britain, so we can go back to the menu. So what we'll do now is we'll do this one. Now this does go on for a bit, so...
This is a free-form scenario where you can play the game at your own pace. Try to capture the barbarian capital or conquer 70% of the map. There'll be hints and reminders to help you as you play.
Okay, so we go capture the capital or conquer the 70% of the map. So we'll start on that now.
The leadership of your fledgling tribe has fallen on your shoulders. The first task is to unify a new nation under your rule. You're free to build your nation at your own pace. Occasionally, you may receive advice to help keep things moving, but otherwise, it's all up to you.
Okay, so first what I do is I send my scout out.
Use him to discover rare resources or locate the enemy position. Scouts are very fast and can see farther than most units, but cannot attack. You can move your scout around the map manually, or click the Auto Explore button to have him explore on his own. If you're running low on resources, you can always build farms to gather food and fill up woodcutters' camps with citizens to gather timber. To generate wealth, use markets and caravans to create trade routes between cities, or research taxation at a temple.
Okay, I'm just waiting for enough wood so I can build my 5th farm. No, not that. Farm. Farm. No. Farm. 56. I'll be there very shortly. There we go. 3 more, so I'll go 1, 2, 3.
If you haven't yet reached your commerce cap, add more citizens to the woodcutters' camp to gather as much timber as possible.
Oh, there's a mountain there. Nice. mountain over there as well. I'll actually start doing that one. It is best if you try and research as much as possible. Try and keep your research up, because the more research you do, it helps you along the way. Requires an age. Right. Okay, so let meanwhile build a barracks. 225 food. Shoot. Coffee time. Okay, so whenever you build a barracks, you get 3 of the first ones. So these are slingers. No, they're not. They are bowmen. Okay, I might actually create another scout. 2 actually. We need more citizens, so we'll go like that. Put them there. Go and explore. Okay, need more cities.
Try building a temple in your capital to increase its defenses and expand your borders. You've built a temple, you can research taxation upgrades to increase your wealth. Taxation is tied to the percentage of the map that you control. The more territory you control, the more wealth you will receive.
I really need to advance that age. Might have to build a city. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... Ooh, what's that? Didn't see that there.
This is a rare resource. Rare resources offer a wide variety of benefits to your nation. By placing the mouse cursor over a resource, you can see what specific bonuses it will provide. To take advantage of this resource, first create a merchant at your market. Then select your merchant and right-click on the rare resource. Building new cities to expand your national borders is key to the survival of your nation. Be ready to begin construction on a new city.
We really need some food.
This is a merchant. Use merchants to take advantage of the rare resources scattered around the map. These resources provide a number of benefits for your nation. To enjoy these benefits, simply select your merchant and then right-click a rare resource to have him set up shop.
No, it's only a scout. I really want to advance.
Don't forget to put people to work at your new city. You can now support another 5 farms and find new sources of timber nearby.
Yes, we can research it. Good. Okay, by doing that, that should open up some salt. Awesome.
Now that you're in the classical age, new methods of gathering resources are available to you. Remember, build mines to gather metal and universities to generate knowledge. If you don't have a lot of wealth or food, building new cities opens up new trade routes and allows you to build more farms.
Which reminds me, she can build a university there. Right. You four now can go and build mining there. Start mining. Okay, how's the city over here? Good. We really need farms.
An empty university isn't a great source of knowledge. Click a university and click Create Scholars to gather more knowledge. Create at least 4 scholars.
Okay, so we'll come down here and fill up this university. See if we can fill up this one. 3, not enough wealth. Damn it. Never mind. It's all good.
Don't forget to conduct research at your library. Researching new technologies is vital to building your nation and advancing your people through the ages.
I'll put another 2 on that.
Build a stable so we can start creating mounted units to expand our army.
doing. Okay, at the moment we've got 40%. We actually have more land than what the enemy has, so it is good in some ways.
Stable to create mounted units. Mounted units are fast, tough, and are excellent at destroying siege weapons. We currently have 2 cities, but we can expand our nation and collect more wealth if we build more. Build a new city. Place it near the edge of your territory so that you'll expand your borders and control a larger portion of the map.
So we've got a city there, so we'll probably want to push him back. So I would probably go too close to that city, so we really need one. Really like it there, but we can't build it there, so see if I can build it right in that. Build it there. Okay, research time.
Danger! The enemy has invaded your territory. You must drive them away as quickly as possible. Another city and expanded your territory. Remember to build more caravans to take advantage of the new trade routes that have opened up. By now, your nation should be advanced enough for you to concentrate on building a stronger military force. See if you can build an attack force powerful enough to seize one of your enemy's cities. Build 3 siege weapons at your siege factory.
There's the capital. Okay. I'm going to try something. I'm actually going to build a dock down here, see if I can find some food.
This is a general. Keep him near your troops to have them fight more effectively. If he has enough craft, represented by the blue line above him, he can use special abilities like forced march and entrenchment. Read more about these abilities by selecting your general and moving the mouse over the buttons in the lower left panel.
You probably wonder why I'm killing my military. As anyone that's weak, I delete them after a battle. Brings that down. Oh, goody. You can build some farms. Next one. You two can die at the moment. Don't need you.
You can't support any more people. You'll have to research the red military track at the library to increase your population limit.
I really want this terracotta army one. Really want to get that too. Alright, we're researching it. Good. like I said, this will be a long video, so after I've completed this, I will be turning the video off.
Gather all of your resources. If you run low on one, concentrate on
Sweet.
increasing the gather rate of that resource. Remember to fill in your mines and universities and create a caravan for every trade route available. If you researched at least 2 of the science technologies and the classical age at the library, you can build granaries and lumber mills to increase your food and wood production. Your army is prepared to march into enemy territory and take a city in your nation's name. If your scout has not located any enemy cities, have him hunt around until he finds one. Marching blindly into your enemy's nation is not a good strategy.
When did that happen? Crap. I was wondering why I was getting low on resources. Oh, they're gonna die for that. Oh, come on. Right, that's it. I've had it with him.
city and have begun assimilating it into your nation. There are a number of paths to victory in Rise of Nations. In this scenario, there are two common ways to win. The first way involves having 70% or more of the territory under your control. You can check your current percentage in the bottom right corner of the screen. The second way to win involves capturing the enemy capital. In order to do this, build units at the barracks, stable, and siege factory, and attack the enemy capital. Train 8 troops of your choice at the barracks. Remember, each unit has its own strengths and weaknesses, so try to train a variety of different types.
Okay, we've just got that city. And we're at 63% of the land, but we really want to get in there, take the capital, end it. I've had enough of them. I've really had enough of them. But first we're going to advance the age. Some researching done. And drag you away for a second so you can build that and that and that. going for the kill. Just put them there for now, so we don't know what we could expect. He has in research. He's not on gunpowder, so he'll die very quick. There we go. A minute 36 seconds was left. Oh, bitch. He's stuffed. I'm taking down his barracks. He can't build anything. In 20 seconds he's going to be toast anyway. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, victory. Done it. So in the end we got 63% of the world, and he only had 13% left. So that shows that we have completed all that, and on that note, it is now just over an hour of this video. I will be editing in a bit to see if I can cut out a few areas that I can. Since we have done that now, in the next video we might do a scenario, or we might start on the Conquer the World campaign, which we have got these in here. So we've got the Alexander the Great, Napoleon, the New World, the Cold War, and the entire world. So we'll probably start off with Alexander the Great, and we'll work through there and see if we can conquer that. So Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.